Of all the poems I wrote, all the words I spoke, all the slogans I shouted, I'm the greatest, I'm the prettiest, I can't be beat, he must fall in 5. Of all the controversies that aroused people against me or for me, none would have the effect on my life or change the climate around me like the poem I read on a TV hookup one warm February afternoon in Miami, 1966. I was training and looking forward to my 3rd defense of the world heavyweight title, this time against 6'6" Ernie the Octopus Terrell, so named because he wrapped his long arms like tentacles around his opponents, smothering their blows and hugging them half to death. I had come out into the front yard of the little gray cement cottage that my white Southern Christian millionaire sponsors had rented in my name in the black section of Miami. A TV reporter had been set up to ask my reaction to the fact that the Louisville Draft Board had just promoted me from 1Y, deferred status, to 1A, making me eligible for immediate induction into the U.S. Army. I gave it. I ain't got no quarrel with the Viet Cong. Later, when they kept asking the same question, I rhymed it for them. Keep asking me, no matter how long. On the war in Vietnam, I sing this song. I ain't got no quarrel with the Viet Cong. I said more than that, of course, much more, and all evening. But those were the only words it seemed the world wanted to hear from me. They broke out in headlines across America and overseas, in London, Paris, Berlin, Zurich, Madrid, Hong Kong, Rome, Amsterdam. And for years afterwards, their echo would rumble in the air around me. In fact, the rumbling began even before I got to sleep that night. After the reporters left, I took a ride over to a Miami Beach steakhouse, and when I came back, my brother was in the doorway. He was beckoning me in a way I understood to mean he wanted no reporters to follow. The phones won't stop, he whispered as I brushed past him. They gone crazy. We had 3 phones, and all 3 were ringing. I was reaching for the nearest one. Wait a minute. He tried to restrain me. Let me answer. They all insane. But I was already hearing a hard, mean voice on the other end of the line. This you, Cassius? No, sir, I said, feeling he should at least acknowledge my name. This is Muhammad Ali. Muhammad, Cassius, whatever you call yourself, I heard you on TV, he shouted. You cowardly turncoat black rat! If I had a bomb, I would blow you to hell. I've got a message for you and your kind. I hung up, since I had already gotten the message, and picked up the kitchen phone. A woman's voice was hysterical. Cassius Clay, is that you? You bettering my son? You black bastard, you. I pray to God they draft you tomorrow. Draft you and shoot you on the spot. Listen to me. I let her go to pick up the phone in the bedroom. This time, it was a voice I knew. A deputy sheriff named Murphy who had escorted me around Miami Beach many times. He had a soft drawl like a fatherly bigot. Now, Cassius, you done gone too far now. Somebody's telling you wrong. Them Jews and Dagos you got around you. Now, some of my boys want to come down and talk to you for your own good. I hung up and took the phone handed to me by my sparring partner, Cody Jones. There was only heavy breathing. Then, you gonna die, nigga, before the night's out. You gonna die for that. And more heavy breathing. Those who had always wanted me to disappear from the scene reacted quickest. The first calls came mostly from the white side of Miami, but as the news spread across the time zones, other voices were saying, that was mighty fine. I'm glad you said that. It's time someone spoke out. And in the days that followed, calls came in from Kansas City, Omaha, St. Louis, Las Vegas, New York, Philadelphia, housewives and professionals and plain everyday people who I had never heard from except when I pulverized somebody in the ring, thanked me for what I said. Students called from campuses urging me to come and speak. It was a strange new feeling, and now, without planning or even wanting it, I was an important part of a movement I hardly knew existed. For days, I was talking to people from a whole new world, people who were not even interested in sports, especially prize fighting. One in particular I will never forget. A remarkable man, 70 years older than me, but with a fresh outlook which seemed fairer than that of any white man I had ever met in America. My brother Rockmont had handed me the